All right, let's talk about dogs who get really over aroused really fast and they start jumping on you, biting you like crazy, and there's nothing you can do to stop them. There's always something you can do. So this example comes from Kona, the pitty. A lot of pits are notorious for this just because that's kind of how they are. They get very excited. They're not being aggressive, but that over arousal can turn into a lot of hurtful biting and jumping and scratching all over you relentlessly. So we had just gone on a really long, nice walk at the park. She had her needs met. She was exhausted mentally and physically. We got home. Housekeeper starts asking me what she can do when she comes over because Kona's just going to town on her, biting her all up and down and scratching her badly. And I asked her what does she do to help stop that, and she said she gets a bunch of treats, starts throwing them on the ground, trying to redirect Kona. And I said, how's that working? And she said Kona runs to get a treat, comes right back, and continues. So it's a cycle, it's this pattern. It's reinforcing for Kona to do all of this. And the housekeeper, meaning well, trying to do that tactic, it's backfiring on her because Kona's just taking it as a game. So in front of us, right then and there, Kona starts to do exactly what was happening. And in this case, like, could she have been pretty exhausted and tired? Sure. So she's kind of overly aroused there now. Sometimes dogs exercise a bunch and then you got to go crate rest them because they start doing this. But that was the case today, I think, but this mostly happens when the housekeeper comes over. So there's always something you can do. So today I tried to tell her, show me what you would do without the treats. Like, what would you do? And she starts going, she's yelling no 1,000 times. She's kind of frantic with her movement. She's moving backwards. She's turning around, trying to ignore, all this kind of stuff. And Kona's just taking it as a big fat game. So that's not working either. Quickly, I step in because it's getting out of hand a bit. And I grab her collar, firmly yell, hey, knock it off. Obviously more louder and a bit more firm and upset. I get in her space, make her sit real quick. And then she just ended up laying down and just honestly falling asleep in front of us. So there is always something that can be done. It's the execution. If that's your dog and that's happening to your guest, you need to stop them, obviously, but effectively. So the whole thing goes down to, will the dog take you seriously in these moments? Yes or no? Are you being effective? Yes or no? That other person's energy, that can, make things a lot worse, or it can actually help. So the new plan of action is going to be, and I gave them options, different other options to do, kind of different corrections to implement there, because it's not allowed. That's just too hurtful, and it's dangerous. It could knock people